She'll need a totem.
What?
Are you alright, Mr. Cobb?
Inception has already become a modern classic. It's a movie we never really stopped talking about even after it left theaters. Christopher Nolan incepted us. Ah! So here we are, still debating the finer points of the plot. And that's half the fun of this movie in the first place. But what about that ending? It's intentionally ambiguous, letting each audience member decide if Cobb is awake or still dreaming at the end of the film. Isn't it? I'm here to say it's not. What's the truth about the end of Inception? Christopher Nolan had this to say. I think it was Emma Thomas who pointed out the correct answer, which is Leo's character. The point of the shot is the character doesn't care at that point. It's not a question I comfortably answer. And yeah, that's what's happening in terms of character arc to Leonardo DiCaprio's Cobb in that scene, but I'm talking about what's literally happening in the plot. Okay, here we go. At the end of the film, we see Cobb reunite with his children, the top spins, cut to black. So here's the thing. Cobb's children, look for yourself. Here's the first time we see them, and finally here's them at the end of the film. Here's all the time codes for every time the children appear in the movie if you want to check it out for yourself. Did you see it? The wonderful actor Michael Caine was asked about the difference between dreams and reality in the film, and he had this to say.
He said, well, when you're in the scene, it's reality. So get that. If I'm in it, it's reality. If I'm not in it, it's a dream.
I don't see how that can be the case, because look at the children in the first two scenes. Now here's Michael Caine's character picking up Cobb at the airport at the end of the film, and here are the children in the same place as Michael Caine. You see the problem, right? They're always the same age, they've got the same haircuts, they're wearing the same clothes! They're always the same. At the end of the film, Cobb is still dreaming.
She never gets old. Marcy can't be real. She never gets old.
I feel very confident on this point, but on to more dubious territory. There's an argument to be made that the entire film is Cobb's dream, and that he's the one trapped in a dream and the real mission is to bring Cobb back to reality. Let's take a look at some Inception facts. The character Ariadne, I'm not sure. The character shares the name of the figure from Greek mythology who was in charge of a labyrinth and furthermore gave Theseus a ball of thread so he could find his way out of said labyrinth, kind of like Elliot Page's character trying to help Cobb by constructing the dreamscapes and coming to terms with his personal guilt, finding his way out of his trauma. Cobb explains that that the random people in the dreams are projections of the subject's subconscious.
Who are the people?
Projections of my subconscious.
Yours?
Yes. Remember, you are the dreamer. You build this world. I am the subject. My mind populates it. You can literally talk to my subconscious. That's one of the ways we extract information from the subject.
Cobb explains to Ariadne that the random people in the dreams are projections of the subject's subconscious and that she can talk to them and get information about the subject from them. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character could be a projection of Cobb's.
Oh, I see you met Mrs. Cobb. So, a totem. You need a small object, potentially heavy.
I think this is a possibility because she gets a lot of information from Arthur, just like Cobb gets information from Tom Berenger's character about the Cillian Murphy character. And by all that, I mean Arthur isn't real. He's a projection of Cobb's subconscious. Maybe. Cobb drops a lot of expositional lines. The one I like to bring your attention to is this bit about how when you're dreaming, the dream seems perfectly natural, but once you wake up, you realize how odd it really was.
Well, dreams, they feel real while we're in them, right? It's only when we wake up that we realize something was actually strange.
Like this flight attendant, for example. She's clearly been paid off, but Cobb still has to spike Fisher's drink with the sedative himself, practically right in front of Fisher. Since they have control of the plane, they could have done it in the galley or the bathroom or anywhere. That seems strange. Take Amos. I can't say any of these people's names. I don't know how to pronounce any of these characters' names. His speciality is forgery, but suddenly he's the ultimate soldier on the snow level. That seems strange. And listen closely to some of the things people say to Cobb.
Come back to reality, Tom.
So certain of your world, of what's real, do you think he is? Or do you think he's as lost as I was?
I know it's real, Mo.
No creeping doubts. Not feeling persecuted, Dom. chased around the globe by anonymous corporations and police forces?
So while I'm very confident about the ending, is the entire movie a dream? Maybe. I'll let you decide. But the answer is yes.